finding a woman that held him down, not only on like a physical sense, but like that man gave her a lot of cash and she flipped it. Like he came out when he got out, she had more than what he gave her when he went in, right? And then now to be able to be like, yo, I'm dealing with some things, but it's important to let y'all know, like, I went and got diagnosed. I think that was very important on a level of like, black men, if you feel like you're going through something, it's okay to go talk to somebody. It's okay to go figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
No Clarence.
What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the No Clarence Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with Queen of the Pod in the building, KC. How you doing today?
I'm alive and well, feeling phenomenal.
Ooh, phenomenal. Big shout out to Jay. You know, got to make some things shake over at the job. So, hey, man, hang in there, my brother. But hope you enjoy this episode while you're on the shift. Woo! Yeah, the money. Yeah. Got to get paid. Got to get paid.
Got to.
Shout out to all my niggas getting paid out here legally.
Yeah.
And
okay. Yeah.
Illegally.
Yeah. And do not identify which side you're on.
Unless it's legally. Legally, say what you want to say. Do what you do.
Rock out.
All right, man. We gonna get right to it. Look, Jay not here. Jay is our nerd connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know more about what's going on in that area, we are not the people. I kind of dabble in it, but I will spoil whatever I talk about. I'm gonna spoil the episode, spoil the movie.
And that's good
that
you can name that. And that's good. That's good.
I got called out on this.
Growth.
I got called out on this. Shout out to Wood, our boy Wood. He listened to the podcast. He literally was texting me today. He was like, Lindsay, you stop spoiling the movies.
You give the whole shit. You don't leave nothing a secret. Nothing a secret. So yeah, we can't.
But I will. Hey, real quick note, I will give a show rec. I'm not gonna talk about this. We'll give a show. Shout out to Reasonable Doubt on Hulu. If you want to watch some black shit, shout out to Reasonable Doubt on Hulu. I'm loving season 3 so far. Really good, really good. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Casey, what's going on out here in the streets, man? What's the tea?
Man, so this tea. You know what? This tea's not bad. It's not bad. Let me not set it up like that.
Okay.
So earlier this week, I was watching Breakfast Club, and I noticed that Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur were on there and had an episode. Gucci Mane, who's his real government name is Roderick Davis, has officially announced that he has been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. And so this is not something that is easy to kind of combat on your own, and never mind like what your spouse goes through. And so he had more serious episodes in 2020. If you think about 2020, this is during the pandemic and in the midst of COVID-19. He experienced psychosis, and that's where he was like hearing voices, feeling like people were against him, since his rationale or his reasoning was warped. Like his world wasn't what we know is reality. So his reality was a little skewed. But Keisha Kaur went on and explained how this was something that she took on and was like, I started monitoring his social media interaction, or how active he was on there and how much he was exposed to and things of that nature. She intervenes when she feels like his symptoms are creeping up, which to me is a big deal, for you to be that able to monitor it so closely where you can sense it and gauge like, okay, we're about to have an episode or a moment, and noticing his withdrawal and like lack of sleep and eating, and also some other odd behaviors they didn't really like specify or really name. But I do think it's dope that he is in fact in therapy and he's taking medication and he's working on managing those triggers. So that is things like substance use, stress, and lack of sleep.
Wow.
I think for somebody like Gucci Mane to openly express, because he could have kept this to himself and just been like, cool, and ducked off. But I think for someone of his stature and I think of his street cred to be like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, I have schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, like I'm not right. Like there's a lot of things I had to get in order to get myself right. And I
Yeah.
think Keisha spoke a lot about kind of like his interactions and things that he read, being something that would trigger or add fuel to the fire. And I think that I don't think we look at social media closely enough in a way that yes, it can have its pros, but a con can be if you're somebody that your shit is already warped, like your reality's not right. A place like social media is a gold mine, right? Because it's literally
Facts.
the world's. You create the world. You know what I mean? It's like you're creating this own world. So if you're already feeling like your shit's warped and not right, going to social media will exacerbate whatever you got going on, which is what Keisha Kaur mentioned. But I think it was brave, and I know people hate when you say that, but I do think it's a big deal because again, I don't feel like that man had to come out and say anything. He's Gucci Mane. Like not to say he would have been all right, but it's like nobody was looking for nobody was looking for Gucci Mane, and I don't mean that in a shady way. Like I think he's set his place in rap history where nobody's questioning him. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
we're not looking for music, but we're grateful if we get it, but we're not hunting him
No,
down
his
for it.
so Gucci for a long time was kind of known as like the boogeyman in hip
Mm,
hop. Highly respected in the sense of like I don't want no problems with that boy. And this
mm.
was, this is before prison. This is when um he tatted that ice cream cone on his
That shit
face.
was wild. I don't
He had
that
the craziest he had the craziest gut. He had that sipping
that
on
was
some
from that
scissor type
lean
of
though.
gut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, for him to be this have this reputation,
Mm-hmm.
he's impressed me twice now. Like for one, doing his bid and coming
Mm.
out in amazing shape. That
Oh
was
yes. Oh
one
yeah, yeah.
very impressive feat. Because most dudes they do come out of jail in shape, but it's more like all I did was hit the bench press.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then for him to do this is very important because people look up to Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gucci for black men,
Mm.
he's one of these guys, man, that like very respected
Mm.
for the music, for the hustle mentality, finding a woman that held him down, not only
Mm-hmm.
on like a physical sense, but like that man gave her a lot of cash and she flipped it. Like he came out when
Mm.
he got out, she had more than what he gave her when he went in,
Mm.
right? And then now to be able to be like, yo, I'm dealing with some things, but it's important to let y'all know, like I went and got diagnosed. I think
Mm.
that was very important on a level of like black men. If you feel like you're going through something, it's okay to go
Mm-hmm.
talk to somebody. It's
Yeah.
okay to go figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy that he actually did do that and was very humble about it. You know what I'm saying? And then of course um it helps that Charlemagne being on the Breakfast Club, being the mental health advocate he is. I think it made
Mm-hmm.
for seemed like it made for a good conversation. You know.
Yeah, and I think too. I guess the more we speak about it, it takes that stigma of it makes it feel less daunting, and it makes you feel like okay, I'm not like this, like I don't got cooties. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can still function in society, but
Yeah.
what you need to function might look a little different from what I need. And I appreciate the fact that his wife too was able to speak from a caretaker's point of view. Right? Like,
For sure.
okay, like this is how it's impacted me, but this is what I now have to do in order to prevent it. Right?
And let's
Because
talk
I
about
think
that.
I think schizophrenia is something that I mean, people joke about it like, oh, the voices and shit, but I'm like, it's very
No, that's real.
individually based. Like it
Yeah.
could be one person could have it and like not be able to leave their house type shit. Like it's bad. Another person can have it in like here, you know what I mean? It varies by person, right?
It's
And I
very
think,
interesting. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut
yeah,
you
yeah,
off.
no, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
It's interesting that first thing she would notice is like, having to cut him off from social media. Um,
Hmm.
I feel like I saw a clip the other day on Instagram. Kevo Stage was like, "Yo, you not that one." Kevo Stage was like, "Some of y'all need to just go outside and rub the grass."
Dead ass.
Like,
Dead ass.
yo,
Dead ass. Hmm.
this internet stuff, man. It's just the older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing. Look, it's not your reality.
No.
Like you can make it yours, but really you go outside and you're living a totally different life. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I know we come up here and even when we review things, we can say stuff like, um, we heard it wasn't good or not, but it's like, I ain't technically hear from a person in my life
Right.
that
It's
something
just
was
like
good or
this
bad.
floating head that's just like talk. You know what I mean? Like, who the hell
Like
said this was bad?
I need
Like,
to go
okay.
out, yeah, like go outside and
Mm.
you talk to
And rub
people,
and rub on some grass. Talk to people.
man.
Interact. Yeah.
Grow
Yeah.
some plants, like really, really, really do some things, man.
Yeah.
Second, so the caretaker part of this, Casey, I find it quite
Mm.
interesting that last week we discussed Nikki.
Correct.
Last week we discussed Nikki having episodes, mental health
Mm.
episodes, and
Yeah.
allegedly her husband steals from her
Hmm.
while she's going through a health episode.
Yeah.
And this week, Gucci's lady is putting it in her hands to make sure that he is taken care of. Now there's two things about this.
Mm.
Number one, finding the right person is very important.
Yeah.
Also, number two, it's making niggas look real bad.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
But
here's
I
the
don't want to
thing though.
generalize it. I don't want to generalize it.
No,
But
no, no, absolutely not. And I think to your point, I think we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Like the caretaker in this situation, that's a lot to take on,
yep.
right? Like if we can be honest, that's a lot to take on.
Yeah.
And this is why I feel like when you are, and let's just talk about this because we're talking about people that are married. And so when we are talking about marriage, it's till death do you part.
That's a
So
fact.
that means through sickness and health, this is a form of sickness. So
Yeah.
I need you, and I think Tyler, you brought this up many moons ago. Like it's not always 50-50, right?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
No.
I got to
No.
give 20, the other person got to give 80. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or it might be, hey, I got a solid 60. I need you to come in with the 40. And
Yeah.
I think what we're experiencing is kind of like, and not to like compare and contrast or nothing, but I think when we're thinking about marriage or being with somebody, you don't ever, I'm sure Gucci Man never thought like, oh, I'm going to be schizophrenic. Like these are things that like life happens, you experience things. I also think we as Black people get misdiagnosed because we are able to cover well. Like we're able to kind of like, blend it in or make it through because we're so
Yeah.
used to getting shit through the mud. So that's the other thing
Facts.
is like we're not necessarily diagnosed all the time because we cover it so well. But then you have people who just don't understand the like the complexness of something like schizophrenia. Like that's not something you could touch. That's something
Yeah.
in your head. So it's like, how do you get somebody who doesn't understand the significance of this, right?
Yeah.
To understand, like, no, this is bad. Like, if she continues down this way, or if she continues to not get treated or get the help she needs, it can end bad. And
And
then what
it
happens?
truly requires somebody who is going to really like pay attention to you.
Mm,
Like know your ins and outs. You need somebody that really knows you.
yeah,
And a lot of that comes with, once again, being present.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we talk about putting down the phone, but like really being present in your life, in your reality, and like seeing
hmm,
what's going on. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Well,
yeah,
shout out to her. Big shout out to her and shout out to
mm,
Gucci. That is a
hmm,
lovely, That's one of the power couples.
Yeah.
Not I know we talk
Yeah.
about Barack and Michelle.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's
to
a
Gucci
lot.
Man.
I mean, kudos to her. I mean, she's doing good shit. I hope that, to your point, Tyler, I hope this spreads awareness and men, especially black men, receive the help they need. And this is not necessarily saying every black man got schizophrenia or bipolar, but even if you have depression, even if you have
Yeah,
anxiety, like you got to work through that. And I think again, like I said, us black folks, we're so used to dealing with it on our own. There's certain things that you need help. You need
yeah,
professional help, and it's not enough for you to be like self-care Sunday. No, baby, you need to sit down with a therapist. You know what I mean? You need to work
you
through
know,
some, and it might be a psychiatrist for some of you, but
yeah,
you need to get on that lady's couch and iron that shit out, because there's so many things, especially as black men. I feel like there's a lot that y'all are expected to uphold and do, and I think there's a lot of pressure that comes with that.
yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
shoot, I can admit. So I think I've done I did like 3 therapy sessions. This was
Mm,
before my daughter was born. It was very like mentally stressful in the sense of like, damn, I'm about to be a father. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I did some therapy sessions, and mind you, I think when I was done after the third one, it wasn't feeling like I needed it after that. But I will say I really appreciated those because he gave me everyday tools, everyday things to do to
Mm-hmm.
manage mental health. Things that while it sounded like duh, if you
Mm-hmm.
forget to do certain things, it just builds up and gets worse. And so ever since having those sessions, I think it's been great in the sense of I've been able to continuously do these small little day to days
Yeah.
that really keep me level, keep me ground, so I know I'm not building shit up. You know,
Yeah.
so I think it's important. I think it's important, even if you feel good, like you don't have to have like 20 sessions, man. Like even
Mm-hmm.
going to 1 to 3, and it's like, hey, dude, be like, hey, man, I think you're straight. Because the therapist will tell, hey, bro, you good. If it get bad,
Mm-hmm.
you know to talk to, but at least find somebody so that even if you feel like at some point it's really hitting the fan, you
Yeah.
already got a number. You already have a hotline or something you can go to and make an appointment. You don't
I
want to be
mean,
searching when things are bad.
correct. And I treat therapy kind of like vitamins, right?
Mm,
Like, people take their fish oil for their brain so they don't get dementia.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing for the therapist, right? Like I go so I don't, go batshit crazy, or I don't, you know what I mean?
That's a
Because
fact.
really, I feel like the state of the world is spooky times, and it's scary. And I think there's a lot of things we're dealing with, especially millennials. And so it's just like I feel like I'm one thing away from having a 13th reason from losing my shit. So I just like to make sure it's oil change. I like to make sure my shit's right. I want to make sure
Hmm.
my medulla oblongata ain't fried and laid to the side. So see it as a vitamin you're taking for your health, your mental health. You
Yeah.
know,
And
might
also,
not feel
man,
like it, but you need it.
also, if you have the capacity for it, check in on your people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
This is another one of those
mm,
things. If you have the capacity for it, check it on your people.
that's real.
If you feel like you don't and you just gotta worry about you,
You got your
worry
own
about
problems.
yeah,
That's all
yeah.
right.
But if you
That's
have
all
it,
right.
just call in, see how they doing, have a conversation
Yeah.
every now and then, because we gotta stay together. We gotta build community out here. So,
Correct.
um,
Correct.
anything else? Anything else in the tea, Casey?
That was it. Oh, and then Megan's dropping her single Friday, I believe.
Okay.
I'm excited for it. I think it's called Lover Girl. I'm excited. She's been teasing it for goddamn months at this point. So it's like, okay, girl, like go ahead and drop it. I
Um.
I hope it's not bad, because I feel like sometimes when we overhype things, it doesn't really
Ooh,
satisfy me, you know?
Meg posted a reel this weekend, boy.
And I'm no better than a man.
She had like the cat suit.
I'm no better than a man. That's why I can't
My
judge
God,
y'all. I can't judge y'all. I'm no better.
Clay Thompson just
Don't ask me
that's
how
my.
many times I watched that reel. That's
Now
crazy.
here's the thing. I know when something crazy when my wife be like, did you see this? I'll be like, see, don't put that in my face like
It's
this.
wild. I don't even think Clay know what to do with
Uh,
it. Like, what we got going on? I don't even
yo,
know.
I mean, hey man, shout out to him. Shout out to him, man.
Winner.
Man got her on the golf course. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's important. It's important as a man, and like really, just let your lady do her thing, bro.
Yeah.
Let your lady do her thing, and
But you know what
if
that is?
you,
That's confidence. That takes, you know
yeah,
what I mean? You got to know that you coming with that
that's
shit. You
that's
know what I
that's
mean?
4-time NBA champion.
Mm,
You know, no matter
okay.
what anybody say, he's sitting there like, hey, bro,
You're
I'm a
so,
4-time NBA champ.
how many
I
you
was
got? Mm,
I was part of the Splash Brothers. Okay.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Uh Man put up 35 and a quarter one time. Like he
Wow.
yeah, no. He's had to put Steph on his back every now and then. Steph ain't carrying the load all the time, you know.
Ooh, okay. I
Uh
didn't know that.
Shout out to Clay.
Yeah.
And Meg. All right, KC. Before we get into the music, we was just talking about the music, but before we
Yeah.
get more into the music and talk about another Houston native, um, it's time for KC's picks, man. You already know
Boom,
how we
boom,
do.
boom, boom.
KC is and
Da-na-na-na.
always will be
Da-na-na-na-na.
the No Clearance Podcast sports expert,
Yeah.
specifically in the sport of
Period.
football. You feel me? She has been locked in all season.
Locked in, y'all. Locked in.
And we select 4 NFL games where she will
Okay.
predict the winner. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? If you want to take your chances, and put some money on that. Like if you happen to win, just put some money on the Patreon. This episode is brought to you by the No Clearance Patreon. Please go to patreon.com/no clearance. And for $5 a month, you get the convo before the convo. And I must say, great
Mm,
content.
mm.
Great content. We've had some episodes where
We
it's
had
just
a
like,
time. Yeah.
look, man, if you haven't seen the Patreon episode with me and Jay, you're missing out.
Yeah. They
The
they
latest
they
one.
they niggas
Yeah.
for real.
You're missing out. I hate to say it.
They
Log in.
is niggas.
Log in. All right. Casey, let's
Mm.
start with the Thursday night pick. We have the Minnesota Vikings coming off a loss versus the Eagles versus the Los Angeles Chargers, who are coming off a loss versus the Colts. But
Mm.
the Vikings are 3-3. Three
Okay.
wins, 3 losses, and the Chargers are 4-3. So somebody had a bye week. Um, like I said before, both teams are coming off a loss. This game is in Los Angeles. Very nice stadium, I might add. I need to go
Okay.
there myself. So the weather is not a factor. The weather's
Mm.
not a factor either way. The Vikings have a dome. But the Vikings are without their starting quarterback. They are playing their backup for the 3rd week in a row. So it's not
Mm.
like they're throwing him in the fire. He's been playing
Yeah.
for a while. Carson Wentz.
Okay.
And the Chargers, I can't tell you why they lose some of the games they lose. They're a very inconsistent team.
Mm.
So, with that being said,
But they're the ones that's 4-3.
yes, they are.
Oh, this is kind of tricky. This is the one with the lightning bolt.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, fuck it. I'll go Chargers.
I like that. I like that. Going with the lightning bolt.
Mm.
Going with the lightning bolt. You know what? This week, I need some good luck on our side. We have the New York Giants playing the Philadelphia Eagles for the second
Philadelphia
time in
Eagles.
3 weeks. Thank you. It's in Philly. The game's at 1:00. Yes, we need to win that. We need to win that.
Mm.
Hurts played amazing last week, by the way.
Okay, of course he
Shout
did.
out to the Houston native.
Mm.
Um, Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna give you. Some of these games ain't that good. We have the Green Bay Packers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is an exciting game.
Mm.
This is an exciting game because Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Yeah.
is playing against the Green Bay Packers, the team who he won a Super Bowl for. He was there for a very long time. The
Ooh.
Packers drafted him,
Uh,
but as he got older, they didn't want to bring him back.
mm,
So that's when he went to the Jets, and now he's with the Steelers. It feels like a revenge game. The Packers have 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie,
yeah.
while the Pittsburgh Steelers have 4 wins and 2 losses. The game is in Pittsburgh. Terrible towels. Who you got?
I'll give it to the Steelers.
Give it to the Steelers. Shout out to the homie Makai.
Hmm.
Anyway, I know a girl worked for the social media department.
I know that's right.
All right. Monday night game. We have the Washington Commanders versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's just a horrible name. Like what? Like
You don't like Commanders? I don't like Redskins.
no. Well, I don't like either of those. That's just like not. I don't know. They got to revamp some of these names.
So
These is
here
not
was
good.
a big rumor. Here was a big rumor going around when they was trying to change the name.
Mm.
Somebody bought the copyrights to like hella names that were options, and they did not want to pay that.
They did. I mean, that's smart though.
Yeah,
That's smart.
yeah,
That's like a motherfucker buying a lot of land, making a parking lot downtown. You know what I mean? Like that's smart.
right.
You,
At some point, somebody gonna come.
some
We
point,
need this
somebody gonna
parking
get
lot.
fed up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Washington, whoever is not the Commanders, whoever they pick.
All right, we got the Chiefs with the
Yeah,
dub.
the
With
Chiefs.
the dub. All right, that is KC's picks brought to you by Patreon. No clearance Patreon. Best of luck to you. Best to you.
May the
KC.
odds forever be in your favor.
Shout out to our Patreon member Sammy. That's his favorite, one of his favorite segments on the show. He'd be like, "Man, when you come back with the picks?" I'd be like, "We got you, bro. We got you." All right, let's get into Tyler Turntable. Let's get into some music, man. Let's get into some music before we get into like the main John. We want to first say big shout out to Summer Walker. Finally over it. The album coming soon. I don't know if she released the date for it yet.
I think
But
it's sometime in November, if I'm not mistaken.
oh no, the same day as Wale. So that's gonna be a fun Friday. It's coming out November 14th for sure. Same day as Wale's album.
Okay.
If you have you noticed,
it's the fact that you memorized it. I hate you.
What?
The moment I said November, you were like, oh, Wale, November 14th. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm staying. Somebody got to represent.
I mean, well,
somebody got to do it, man. Have you noticed she has blurred her album covers? She's blurred the Over It album, Still Over It. She's blurred all of those joints on Apple Music. If you check it out, I don't know what
why.
I don't know what the
Like
I
her
mean, it's
reason?
clearly marketing. It's clearly marketing. I'm just not exactly sure what the goal here is.
Yeah. Huh.
But she's blurred them out. So she's blurred out Still Over It and Over It.
Let me see. Summer Walker. Yeah, she has.
Yeah. And then the Finally Over It is blurred in the back. It says, "Where's the album?" on the front with the heart at the bottom. So
It does.
Oh, and if you go to the album on Apple Music, it looks like this is a double disc, which is always fun.
You know what? But here's my thing though. Let me get on this mic.
Talk, Casey.
I think we're in this day and age where some of us we see one person do it and then we think we're gonna do it too. We a double disc. Not a lot of people have done it successfully. And I say that not trying to be funny, but that means you have to come with double the quality of music. Like you got to make sure this one got the same energy or, effort as this two.
Yeah.
Right? I think when I think of the double the 2 disc setup, I don't even think Beyonce does that often. Like that is something really hard to do. Like you got to make sure that those songs, one, it got to mesh, it got to flow, right? It also has to have a theme. I think when what's his name? Drake did was it Scorpion that was double disc?
Yeah, that wasn't it wasn't the best double disc in my opinion. What did you think?
Right? I mean, I thought it was solid, but again,
It wasn't themed up.
It wasn't themed up. You got to make sure it makes sense. I think, double disc, I don't know. I'm a little itchy about it because I feel like then it
Yeah.
gives me the feeling like you just wanted to clear out your drive.
Mm.
You know what
Mm.
I mean? I don't know.
Um.
I'm not excited about that. I just I don't know.
In my like time of really listening to music,
Mm.
I've only really enjoyed one double disc. That was Big Crit's. That was Big Crit's album. Forever is a mighty long time. If you ever get the chance.
I
So
can't
the
even
the
think
double
of a double
disc,
disc I enjoyed.
the double disc was split up into like the first album was like, this is Big Crit, right?
Here
And
you go.
the second album was like, this is Justin Scott, like
See what
some
I'm
songs
saying?
that are
It's a
more closer
theme.
to the
There's
heart.
something
You know,
there.
yeah, you feel me? You
Yeah.
feel me? And I'm not gonna talk about the other double album because you just don't like that man.
I
And so
don't,
we
but
will
I
move
did
on.
give the album a listen. It was good.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
It was good. But
Cause you,
again, that had a theme. There was something
huh.
to it. So I'm just thinking, I know the name of it is what is it?
Finally over
Finally
it.
over it. I'm trying to think of like how
How do
you
you?
can do it. I'm just curious about how she's gonna set it up.
All right. Here's my prediction.
Okay.
There's post breakup. I think
Okay.
there's two parts to the breakup
Like
here.
fresh out of the relationship?
But that's what I'm saying, right? There's two
Okay.
parts to the breakup. Like you realizing like this nigga was trash. I
Mm.
feel like she finally realized the nigga was trash,
Mm.
and then it's like time to get outside. Time to go outside.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. That's a good
So
prediction. That's a good prediction.
I feel like she may have went through a period of like this nigga tried. Like when you're finally over it, that nigga has tried to come back again, and you was just like,
Mm.
no. So and we could see Heart of a Woman is in the first
I was just about to say,
disc.
yeah.
So when I see that, I'm thinking, hey, just letting y'all know he tried again. I said, hell
Yeah.
no. So now I can
Well,
finally, when I realize I'm finally over it, I'm outside. So
well.
I think I got a feeling. I don't know if she's released the artist um the features, but I got a
Mm.
feeling Sexy Red is on the album. I'm just
Yeah,
throwing it
they,
out there.
they fuck with each other. I could see, you know
Heavy.
what? I could see that maybe the first one being like the typical R&B we're used to from Summer, and I
Yeah.
could see the second one being like we're outside, Sexy Red, Cardi B, maybe
Yep.
potentially, maybe some
Oh, for sure,
Scissor.
because she was
I
on
l-
Cardi's album. For
yeah,
sure.
I love her and Scissor together. Hopefully, Scissor's in
Uh-huh.
a space to get in the booth.
Dang. Yo, what if this too
Um,
just turns into like, well, I'm bringing everybody in?
I would fuck with that. I
That'd
would.
be hard.
I would. It would. I'm not saying
I
it's
don't want
not
too much
impossible to
expectations.
do it, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying I get a little about the two discs because it's like
Look, I
let's
feel
get
you.
let's get the one right. You know what I mean? Let's get the one. You adding shit.
Two disc also be feeling like you finna go away for a long time. And
Well, when you think about it, she can. I think that now it's like I think when people do albums in threes, I think they just you just got to close out that series or
yeah,
that like I don't know theme or whatever you were on to then
yeah,
get into some other shit. I think she might potentially be ready to get into some other shit, and maybe that's why we're getting the two disc because maybe she wants to like venture out and get a little risky, a little
yeah.
musically
Speaking of
experimental.
venturing out, Leon Thomas is dropping an EP
Mm,
called Folks, PHOLKS, coming out this Friday, October 26th. Um, he dropped a single, Just How You Are,
mm,
and man, um, I'm very impressed. I'm impressed with this man, yo. I mean, this is a big switch up from Mutt.
mm,
It's very um so it feels like it's like band heavy. Like we're getting a different vibe than what we got in the previous album, but it still sounds absolutely fire. I think we get a
mm.
more glimpse of his musicianship. Um with the writing, and of course it's an EP, so I think it's probably gonna be like 5 or 6. So it's gonna be like, hey man, I'm throwing this shit out there.
Yeah.
Y'all let me know.
What's going
Let
on?
me know if you like it.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. Now let's get to uh the topic, man. Monaleo. Is it Monaleo or Monaleo?
Mm,
Shout out to Houston native.
I've heard both.
Monaleo.
Mm.
Uh Big shout out to KC for putting us on. Now we talked about this probably a
Putting
couple
you
months
on.
ago.
I'm putting
Putting
you
you
down.
down. Put you Mona Leo dropped the album Who Did the Body? So this girl was going to school for mortuary science.
I saw that and I said that I don't know. Mm-mm.
So
I
when you
don't.
see an album cover called Who Did the Body, an album name Who Did the Body, understand that this is a conceptual
Mm.
project. But it's also real. Like
It's
for
very
her,
black.
yeah,
Very black.
because I've been to a lot of funerals.
I have to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one of the main things you'd be
The
like,
first question out their mouth. Mm.
they be like, they ain't doing right. You can see people upset, be like,
And
nah,
it,
nah,
the
that ain't
older
his
people
face.
be looking over the glasses like, who did this body?
Who did this body?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Who did the body? You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. And that's literally how the album starts.
Yeah.
Literally how the album starts. Somebody like, who did the body? All right, I don't want to get too deep in trying to break down each song.
Mm.
Okay. I
Mm.
did that last time with the Bryce Hill album. I regret that decision. Now, a couple of the hits, man. I mean, look, Life After Death, great intro. I thought we had a
Mm.
great intro. We're really being like letting us know who she was. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
she really is her. But man, the church vibe on Bigger Than Big, I did not see that coming.
Mm.
I did
Mm-hmm.
not see that coming. I think this is her first album under a major label.
Yeah.
So I think she got a lot of for her to even get sound like she had a choir in that joint. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I think she put a lot of resources into that. So I think the switch up I thought was fire to go from
Mm.
this like life after death,
Mm.
feeling real dark, and then you switch to Bigger Than Big gospel. A whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch of light coming in the room. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I think leading up to the album, Sexy Salon
Yeah.
was being pushed. Shout out to Charlemagne was talking about this song a lot. It made me look up salon. Have you ever heard anyone use this term?
No, she was the first person I heard it from.
Yeah. So I looked it up. Shout out to AI.
Mm.
AI says, and I'm not talking Allen Iverson. Google Gemini. There we go. Google Gemini says salon is a term for people of Black American descent, particularly those whose ancestors were enslaved in the United States. Um, it is a self-proclaimed ethnonym. I ain't never heard the word ethnonym,
Me
but I
either.
get it. I get it. It
Yeah.
combines soul and American with the extra A sometimes standing for, whoo, Lord, auto, oh Lord,
You got it. You got it.
autochthonous American. The
Mm.
term is used to celebrate Black American culture, heritage, and identity separate from a Pan African or solely Black identity. So, and what's funny, man? I don't want to say I've been feeling this way,
Mm.
but um, Black people or Solons,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could use it,
Ooh, I
have
like that.
have a different experience than, and this is no diss to our
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican Americans, Haitian
Yeah.
Americans,
Mm-hmm.
dark skinned Dominicans,
Mm-hmm.
and all of them. But there's a different cultural experience that we go through historically that we have endured
Mm-hmm.
that sometimes we feel like everyone else reaps the benefits of what we should be getting.
Mm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's no diss. We all want to be together as a unit. You know, we fighting this thing together. But it be seeming like sometimes people come from the outside and while they look like us, don't understand. They don't understand what we've been through and why we do
Yeah.
things we do. Right. So so the term salon, it's cool. I'm trying to, can I get used to saying it? Maybe. Maybe.
I,
I,
I I I fuck with it. I think it sounds better. See, now I would rather somebody refer to somebody as salon than African American. Like if I was
fair.
to pick between the two, because I think African American, I think to your point, we don't necessarily have direct ties with Africa, right? Because we've been here now several generations. So
Yeah.
I think that, sometimes it's like I don't feel connected to that. And it also feels like when somebody calls me an African American, it's like a dressed up way of calling somebody a nigger.
Also, black be sounding harsh.
I don't,
When it comes
you
from other
know,
people, black sounds harsh,
and
bro.
maybe it's the way it depends on who it's coming from. Because if I was just
That's a
like, oh
fact.
yeah, you know what I mean. If you or I was like, oh yeah, this black dude, it's nothing with it. We just like we moving with it.
Yeah.
But if somebody that doesn't identify with our sub pop is to say it, I'm looking at you like, oh, you just called me a nigga with an ER capitalized. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Or it's
Yeah.
like, oh, the blacks. Like, oh, you putting the S on it too? Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. So I appreciate it for even, putting this in a song because, man, I mean, I feel a
Educating
little
us,
bit
yeah.
more informed. I feel a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more informed and I get where they come from. You know what I'm saying? All the non-blacks to the back. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
so
I
you
say,
feel
yeah.
that way sometimes, bro. Bro, get out the party, bro. No, you're not coming to the cookout, bro.
Watch out. Yeah, no.
I
We don't
got
want your
tired of the whole so and so
raisin
invited to the cookout,
casserole.
bro. Come on,
No.
bro. Video
And
was
we
fire.
Oh my God, the video depicted it so well because
Absolutely.
the white people they intrigued by us.
Y-
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it sometimes I feel like when you see a white person with a little bit of rhythm, oh he invited to the cookout. No, there needs to be criteria. You can't
big
just
dog,
hit the soldier boy or hit crank that, and now
big
you could
dog.
come to the cookout.
You
No.
know what? I'd much rather. Look, man. The white people I invite to the cookout know to shut up and just laugh. Like just be in the presence and take in the presence. You ain't really
And be
supposed to say
thankful
much.
that you could be in the prisons. Because
Exactly.
that's not
You ain't
everybody
really
can.
you ain't supposed to say much, bro. Now if
You
somebody
not.
come up to you,
You
hey, how you doing?
honestly is
Hey,
supposed to make your
you
plate and sit in the corner.
dog, and just appreciate being there. Cause
Mm-hmm.
boy, you lucky.
You
If you
are.
go up in here and start acting all, ooh, look at me, whoop de whoop. Hey, brother, this ain't where you supposed to be. I'm sorry.
Hey. Hey.
All the non-blacks to the back. And it's so funny that this was the single that got pushed out because the most catchy song on this album is "Putting You Down, Putting You On."
Yeah.
The one thing I love about Houston artists,
Yeah.
they gonna let you know we from Houston, bro.
Very proud. Love to see it.
I love geographical music, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there's too many people that getting away from it. Whereas like New York niggas sound like the South and all this stuff. And like two areas I know that's gonna sound like where they from is New Orleans and Houston.
Absolutely.
Oh, and LA.
Absolutely.
And LA niggas. But
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Putting you down. That's the only way I can say it. Putting you down
Putting you
is the
down.
only. It
Putting you
is
on.
that. It's that song, bro. That's a real. That's a
The
real hit right
music
there.
the music video for that too was, and I'm not gonna say low budget, but it wasn't as elaborate in comparison to her other music videos. But I
Yeah.
still love it. It's a good time. It's hey,
Yep.
like you
Hey
talking about
man.
my accent, nigga. Okay, I'm putting you on. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
That's all.
Like that's it.
That's all we trying to do. That's all we trying to do. I think she
Mm-mm.
had so technically, all right, outside of the remix, right? She had
Mm.
one feature on this song. Shout out to Lizzo. Shout out to Lizzo. Let me just say, man. Um, I don't know what's tougher to listen to. I'm gonna listen to it, but I don't know what's tougher to listen to.
What?
Sexy Red on her freaky stuff, or Lizzo on her freaky stuff. Bro, when she said "suck me with the grill on," and all you heard was, I said, "Oh Lord, gee, I ain't think I need to hear that, bro. I ain't think I need to hear that, bro.
Woo!
You just," I said, "Oh God."
Yeah, yeah. Well,
The thing is, I'm like, I don't know if do I like this or,
and here,
or do I?
sometimes I feel
Oh.
like, and I don't know, cause Sexy Red, some of her shit, I'm like, I got a pussy limit. There's only so many of those I could take. You know what I mean? It's only so many of those I could. It's weird. It's just, I'm not really a fan of that word. Fun fact,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like it. So it's like, when we start talking freaky and ooh, it's like ooh, let's,
By the way,
not that it's bad, but it's just like oh,
yeah,
that's in your ear. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
got a
don't know.
question. Serious question.
This guy.
Women, in your everyday conversations with women,
Uh,
do y'all use the term gripper? I've been hearing this a little too much in the music nowadays.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm, yeah.
Just be like, I've
You
been
gotta
like, yo,
ladies, you gotta do your Kegels. That's all I'm gonna say.
I done heard Flo Millie. Flo Millie got a whole song with the T-Pain feature talking about she gripper out of her gripper on the. I said, when they start flaunting
Hmm.
around, when they
I
start
thought I
flaunting
thought
around this coochie power.
I thought we kept that a secret, but yeah. I thought that was supposed to be a like ta-da, like we
Got a magic trick for you. You didn't
but
think it was coming.
but we just out here telling everybody. I'm like, okay, well,
Now the nigga expected. Now
you know what I
it's
mean?
not
Now it's
fun
like,
no
oh, you
more.
don't know that trick? Like you
Now,
okay. Well,
nigga just be like, oh, gripper. Ah.
you gotta do your Kegels, ladies. Do your
Oh,
Kegels.
oh my
Keep it
goodness.
tight.
Um, I did not realize how great of a singer she is. You
Oh,
know,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
dignified.
Mm-hmm.
She absolutely killed that hook. Absolutely killed it,
And
and it's
I
a
feel
great message to the song.
and I feel like we've heard other people do hooks, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it's something about, and I forget the song that I was introduced when I first started listening to Monaleo. But it was very song like she wasn't really rapping. It was her just like singing the bars essentially. And I realized I'm like, yo, this girl, if she wanted to, for real, she could do a whole project singing. Like
Yeah.
she's not bad. Now here's the thing. I think sometimes when we think about singers, we think they got to be I'm trying to a Whitney Houston or Mariah
Mm-hmm.
Carey, and it's like the singers that are, and I hate to, I don't want to say mid, but the singers that are like, I'm singing because I want to sing, and not I'm singing for a career.
Yeah.
We need them. We need those
Mm-hmm.
buffers because I don't always want to listen to Whitney Houston, but I want a song. I want to, be sung to. And I think Mona Leo is a great person to give you that songy vibe, but not make it feel like I'm on down on bended knee, if that makes sense.
I really thought that
Shout
was
out
a
to Boys
feature.
to Men. Yeah.
I thought it was a feature first, bro. And she started singing. I'm like,
No,
Who's
she
singing that
she
noise?
she goes crazy, yeah. And she stacks it well too. So when
Yeah.
she does it with her rapping, it don't feel like it's like two hard different things. It's like no, it meshes well together. I feel like she just has a lot of musical sense. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Like the
Very much
way
so.
she orders and stacks, and I don't know, maybe because I listen to music and I listen to the layering, and I try to hear the harmonies and shit like that. Her stacking, the way she puts the songs together, they mesh really well and they come out like really solid, really good. Even the
Yeah. It
singles
was
she
clean.
doesn't put out, it's clean. It's not a oh, this needed to be tightened or this needs to be louder or this. It's always perfection.
Yeah. I really feel like um this was it's not a freshman album per se, but this is
Mhm.
feels like the first album that's like, hey, I'm here
Yeah.
type of jump, and I feel
Mm,
like this was a great mix of really learning who she is as an overall person and what she's been through. You hear songs like "Open the Gates," how
mm,
she really misses some people. We
yeah.
get "Spare Change," um, "Dignified," of course.
Mm,
"Diary of an OG," um, which I thought was cool. OG, oldest girl type stuff.
mm,
Um, I just feel like she's on her way. I mean, I think she's
mm-hmm.
already wherever she want to be, but she on her way. If you was to, after listening to this project, right, you gotta put her in in the tier
Mm-hmm.
with the Lotto, and
Have to.
maybe I may, hopefully I'm not saying too much, but I think she's done enough. I think she's
Has.
in.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I think she's there, and then she's been on interview runs lately on the
mm,
Breakfast Club, on Grits and Eggs, and she is married.
mm-hmm.
The wedding was all pink.
I know that's
Shout out
right.
to that pink dress. My man said, do it. We gonna do what you want. Pink suit. Shout out to him. I forget. I'm
I
forgetting his.
know
I'm
he
forgetting the boy's name. Hold on.
stunner.
He was featured on the last two albums as I was
Mm,
listening. So um, I'm curious as to why he wasn't on this one. But maybe he's
mm,
just like we doing our own thing, or she's just like, nah, I'm going all in. You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But shout out to them. Very,
Yeah. I like that for them. I love it for
yeah,
them.
for sure. They like she's like 24.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how young she was. Yeah.
But and you know what? Look, I can't judge nobody
Mm.
for getting married at 24. I wasn't. I mean, it's young, but shoot, I got married at 25. I wasn't like not like I was a year
Well,
off.
here's the thing. I feel like if y'all are both, I think marriage is something that I think in my big age now, I can't say that marriage is something that I will put an age on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
No,
think
for
if
sure.
you find your person, y'all are locked in and y'all are both like, no, this is what I want, and y'all are both on that same page, fuck it, do it. Now,
Yeah.
will I, push that and advocate for people to get married at that time? Just anybody? No. But I think they have a connection that seems from what we are witnessing to be solid. And so it's like, why wait if we already know, what it is?
That's a fact.
I mean, they already have a son. He's
Hmm.
adorable as hell, literally his copy. And so I feel like, like it's a family unit. And I think the way they move is very intentional, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, again, like, why wait if you know? Why? What's the sense of that? Ladies, don't let no man drag you along for 5, 10 years. I'm gonna marry you. That nigga knows immediately if you are the one. It don't take no man years to figure it out. It don't. And if it take him years, he's trying to figure out if he want to settle down and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna marry you, or if he's, if there's better fish out there. So y'all bitches that's like in relationship 10 years, no ring, I'm sorry. Don't make sense to me. I don't believe in Puerto Rican marriage, but if y'all do, I mean, you like it, I love it. But I don't. I'm telling you, y'all doing wedding shit, and it's like no ring. The fuck are we doing? But anyway,
Yeah. What KC said. While my opinions may differ, I mostly agree with what KC says. I'm not here to debate.
no, it's not a debate. It's
It's not a debate. If a nigga taking a long time, uh, KC has a valid point.
I
He
mean,
may
Tyler, I'm
just
not
he
saying you got to give her a big rock, right? Like, so let's say we financially, like, oh, I can't afford it. Give me
well,
some
it's not.
type of guarantee
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
You should give your lady like, hey, look. I promise you. You got to give her a plan for real, for real.
No,
You
for
know what I'm
real, I'm dead
saying?
ass.
I remember out of college, yeah, my wife was like, "We, if you ask me today, I'd say yes." I'm like, "Wow, that's cool," but I don't have a place to stay. I've never paid a bill in my life. I need to go and figure these things out before.
Hey, yo, Tyler. He's like, gotcha, but I'm just not there yet.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Not that like the love was there, but I was like, I need to learn how to live like on my own. Like,
no, that's real. That's
You
real.
feel me? You
That's
feel
real.
me? Now, for these 30-year-olds, and I don't know, a lot, mostly is money. I will promise you it's mostly money, especially if
I
a
know it
dude
is.
committed.
Yeah.
It's mostly like, can we afford this? You know, do I want
Yeah.
to bring this on? With this
Mm-hmm.
stuff that really is gonna work itself out in the end. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But hey, man, get it how you live, fellas. Get it how you live. Just don't waste a woman's time. I think that's really
That's
where we
it.
getting at.
That's it. That's it.
Don't waste a woman's, especially don't do it intentionally.
Yeah,
You know,
that's ghetto.
whoo, dirty work. Big shout out to Monaleo, man. Um, Another addition to women in hip hop, man. I think it's a beautiful thing. I also think the fellas got to step it up. I think it's been a good summer, and I just don't know where we're going for the remainder of the year.
Mm. It's been actually a really strong summer.
Yeah, yeah, really, it really was. So, um, KC, I think that's all we got.
Boom. See you niggas. Just kidding. I kid. I kid.
Make sure you hit subscribe on the YouTube channel if you are not subscribed already. If you are subscribed, please like the video. Leave us a comment. Let us know what y'all think about the Gucci Mane situation, what y'all think about the Monaleo album. Are you excited for the Summer Walker? Are you excited for this Leon Thomas EP? You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Also, if you think Casey got some of these picks wrong, let us know in the comments, man. Just talk to us. Let us know how it go. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
I know I didn't get it wrong.
This is the No Friends Podcast. You stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace.
Peace.